Hey, what's up everybody? It's Rox and I'm coming to you today from a different location. I'm at home. It's Sunday and I have had a very interesting week, and it kind of threw my videos off because I just didn't feel like making a video. Sometimes we just got to take a little break for ourselves, so that's what we did. But I am back. I'm back today with the review for Scandal. Thank God for Scandal, because all the rest of my shows this week was so ridiculous between Basketball Wives LA and Revenge. I do have a lot of hope for Revenge, but tonight I have a feeling it's going to come together for us, you guys. So we're going to hang on in there with Revenge. But Scandal never ever disappoints. This show, just like it's always been, is always just, it's just a good show. What I'm realizing is Shonda Rhimes' signature is dialogue. And you guys, I love words. I love to hear words of songs and poetry, and you know, I love to read, and so I like to hear people talk and words and all of that. But they talk so much on this show. It's a lot of dialogue, and it is difficult to follow when you are trying to take notes. They talk a lot, and I think Kerry Washington should be commended for that, because she probably has the most dialogue in the whole show of all the characters. And you know, she's got to be able to spit it out real fast and real precisely, and she does very well doing so. This is just going to be the overview, just the overview. Okay, so the story this week, and I think this story is going to tie into the bigger story of Quinn and Olivia's involvement with the bombing, and the judge's involvement, and in the epic cover-up, you know, whatever it is. I believe all this is going to tie in together. It's the end of the workday, and Olivia's going to her truck. And once she gets inside, she can immediately sense that something's wrong. You know, she's looking around and she's just like, I don't have any money. I don't have any debit cards. You know, there's security cameras trained on this car. I'm calling 911 right now, so you would do best to get out of my car. And, you know, there's a man in the back seat, and he's very nervous and very jumpy. And he's just like, I'm sorry that I'm in the car. I didn't know where else to go. They're following me. I had to get away from them, you know, and she's looking real startled and afraid, of course, because you got some Looney Tune in your damn backseat, right? Man's like, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want anything from you. I just need to talk to you. And she's just like, no, you need to get the hell out of my car. You know, she screams at him. He's just like, I'm sorry. I'm getting out the car and everything, but I need to talk to you. You got to know that they're watching you, you know. So she's pulling out, trying to get out of the parking space. And he's going on and on. They're watching. The government is watching, you guys. And they know about the calls to the west, from the West Wing at night. Of course, she stops her car and looks around like, oh shit. You know, that's a problem, because you can't be getting no calls from the West Wing at 2 o'clock in the morning. You and I both know what's open at 2 a.m., right? Legs. The question now is, what are they going to do about Arty? Arty Kornbacher, I think his name is. Arty tells us that he works for the NSA, and basically Arty has stolen this chip drive thingamajig thingy that proves that the government has a surveillance capacity to look in on every single person within the United States. So we got a big brother situation here, and I don't think that's too far off, even in reality today. I mean, look at Google Earth. I mean, Google Earth, the fact that they can have these satellites all the way out in space and zoom all the way into your street. Okay, that is big. That's big for the entire Earth that they're able to do that. So yeah, I wouldn't put it past the government. I'm sure they have the capability to do it. Now, whether or not they're doing it or not, I guess we would never really know that. But it's interesting that they would have something like this, because it's not so far off reality. I'm sure that they really could listen to everybody if they really wanted to. I mean, look at cell phones. You got cell phones that track your every move just from towers, you know, just from where you go from, you know, every few miles, it's tracking where you are. So yes, it's not that far off. There's this top secret file called Thorngate, and that is the surveillance capability that the government has. And that is what Arty has stolen away from the NSA. The chip thingamajig has like some sort of firewall up. So all they basically see is paperwork for the NSA and nothing what this Arty guy is describing. He's saying that, you know, that's just a decoy, and really if you can get past the firewall, we really would get to what we're trying to get to here. You know, everybody's kind of skeptical, because that does sound kind of far-fetched. And, you know, we got redhead. What's her name? Abby. Abby is, you know, the regular doubtful that she is. She doesn't want to take on the case. But, you know, it's Olivia's organization. Olivia knows that she's been talking to the president in the middle of the damn night. And so she is a little bit more inclined to believe what Arty's saying than, the rest of them. So she's like, no, we taking this, we're going to get through this, Huck, work on it. Isn't Abby just annoying? She has really become the annoying person of the group. I mean, she's just negative. She's doubtful. She's judgmental. She always has something to say precisely at the moment that you don't feel like hearing the shit. Okay. So yeah, Abby is a pain in the ass. And it's going to be, we're going to talk a little bit more about Abby later. Olivia, being the professional that she is and having to really kind of research and make sure that, everything is on the up and up, she goes to the gentleman's office that he said that he worked for. She goes and talks to this very, stern-faced man lady who's supposed to be his supervisor, I'm supposing, and she's telling her, I'm here because this Arty Kornbacher guy came to my office, and he said that he had a chip that had something to do with Thorngate, and, Thorngate is surveillance, and, able to look on everybody, privacy protection, the laws broken, blah, 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 all that. The lady is just like, oh, no, I've never heard anything about it. I don't know who he is, but let me check. Olivia is just like, oh, don't worry about it. The fact that you didn't know who I'm talking about and that you didn't even know what Thorngate was, it just confirms to me that he's just some nut job, so we won't worry about it. Thanks for your time. But Olivia hightails it out that damn office and calls her office immediately. Quinn answers the phone and she's just like, get him out of there. I talked to the lady. She didn't even blink. She did not even ask me anything about what I was talking about. She just, they know. Basically, they know that I got this guy and they will kill him. So you need to get him to safety now. Now, once they get Arty to safety, Huck's job is to try to, get this chip to working. The problem is the chip also has like this automatic shutdown that if they feel like it's somebody that's not supposed to be fooling with it, it's going to shut down. It's going to cut off. And that's exactly what happens. So now they're kind of in a jam because they want to go public with this thing, but they can't go public with it until it's working right. So that's Huck's job. Try to get that thingamajig chip drive thing to work. The guy is real antsy. He's nervous. He's afraid. He's always wanting to kind of run and hide and go away. And he's got everybody on edge. He wants to leave. Olivia's just like, listen, you're not going nowhere. Who else knows about this? And he's just like, well, Monica. Monica is somebody that I guess used to work with him. Now that was kind of my first little, when he said that, I was kind of like, that's interesting. Now why isn't Monica with him? If Monica also knows about this, why didn't he and Monica come? So that was a kind of like the first thing I thought was like, oh, that's strange that she knows about it, but she's still going on about her business and he's on the run. But I didn't pay too much more attention to it. That was like a fleeting thought, but it did cross my mind. So now it's like, let's find Monica. Get Harrison and Abby. They go they locate where she is and they go to her apartment and they're too late, of course. So when they get there, Monica's dead. Look like she's overdosed, but you and I both know that Monica ain't damn overdosed. There's some pills that's on the table or whatever. But when Harrison looks out the window, there's a black sedan that's there, but it's pulling off. So, we know it's some trickery going on here. Now, the show last night also was kind of about Olivia's past colliding with her present. There's this black senator that's on TV that's talking like on a like a panel, like a panelist on a television show. He's clearly not a supporter of the president. He's a Democrat, evidently, and he is, he's really got a lot to say about the fact that the president basically don't know what the hell he's doing. This senator is also on the Senate intel. Okay, so this is like top secret government things that the president has assigned certain people to. So we know that Thorngate exists, right? Okay, and we also know that the old senator is the old lover man ex of Olivia, and this is where it gets a little sticky. So Senator, he does know about this Thorngate situation, even though he doesn't admit that to Olivia. He just tries to warn her, basically, that this is top secret stuff that you're messing with. You do not want to go here. Olivia, now she's a black woman. We don't just tell us that we can't do something. Not only does the senator know about it, but we also will have to assume that everybody in the upper reachings of the White House knows about this Thorngate, namely Cyrus and the president of the United States, Fitz. Cyrus is telling the president that Olivia knows about Thorngate, that this gentleman, Arty Kornbacher, has come and found her, and, she is she's representing him now. Then he shows the president of Olivia and old lover man senator in the talking out in public somewhere, and the president gets mad. So Cyrus is like, listen, I know you've been all giggly and happy around here, and I know that you've been getting along with your wife and you guys have been talking and everything, because at the beginning of the episode, it just showed the president and his wife just sitting around talking about nothing, and it was an easy conversation, and it was nice. It gave you the feeling that maybe they were working on their marriage. But Cyrus is like, listen, I know you, and I know that you're like a ticking time bomb, because all this fake happiness that you got going around is really a cover up for the fact that she's not accepting your calls and is driving you crazy. And Lord, if that ain't the truth, when some shit go awry in your personal life and you try to overcompensate to make sure and act like everything is okay when it really is not okay, so you walking around like you just as happy as pie and inside you feel like you about to die. Fitz's situation is just a classic case of being in something that you don't want to be in and not being able to have what you genuinely love and want to have. So Cyrus is just like, listen, what do you want me to do? What do you need to happen to make this bomb defuse? We know what we need to get the damn bomb defused. Okay, you need to get his woman to him. Fast forward to they go hunting. The president is out with his boys. They're in the woods. Once some of the president's especially close Secret Service men show up, Cyrus is just like, we're going to let the president stay out here in the woods and, get closer to nature while the rest of us go to the lodge. Kind of gives the president the eye. And the president is like, oh, okay, my girl's here. Let me just say that this whole little scene, because I just watched it just a few minutes ago, was so filled with all this sexual tension. When Olivia gets there, she's in the car, the president opens the door, and she's like, listen, I don't appreciate being summoned. I don't give a fuck if you are the president of the United States. I don't have to just come every time you tell me to. He's just like, get out the car. And she doesn't want to get out the car. They going back and forth and everything, and then all of a sudden he's like, get out the damn car, Olivia. She look at him like, the fuck? I was just like, POTUS is mad. She gets out the car, and he's putting her clothes on. He's putting her shoes on, I should say, not her clothes. But you guys, it was just like he was yanking her all around, and he was trying to tie her shoe and everything. He was real mad, and he was looking, and I was just like, now, Pridge, you can't be yanking on me like that now. You just ain't what you want. You best to stop it. I was just so turned on by the foot yank, wasn't y'all? Well, damn. Do that. Bitch, sit there and let me tie this shoe. You better not say nothing. They get out in the woods, and the president is mad. He's basically like, you're harboring a fugitive. You are being a traitor. This is treason. You don't know what you're talking about, what you're getting yourself into. This is top secret. We don't use this to spy on people. We use this for government, high top secret issues, and, terrorism and blah, 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 blah. And then he says, and you're using your ex-boyfriend, your senator who's on the intel to get information. And she's just like, I am not. He was just like, yes, you are. I know who the fuck he is. I know he's your ex-boyfriend, that you guys lived together in Georgetown, and that he asked you to marry him, and that you guys were engaged. And I'm just like, oh, okay. All right, Prince. So we all acting like we pissed off about the fact that she knows that you guys is peeking in on everybody in their boudoir. And what the real problem is the fact that she's talking to her ex-boyfriend. Just jealous. Just jealous. Okay, that's what this whole thing boils down to, is the fact that Fitz is jealous that the love of his life is not even really doing anything with her ex. But you know how that can go. You get your signals all fucked up and crossed up. You be thinking one thing, the other person thinking another thing, and that's just how these clandestine affairs go. So you guys, it's just tense. All of a sudden he walks up to Olivia, you guys, and he just kisses her, and he just holds on to her, and she holds on to him, and the kiss is so passionate and so full and so just, they really want to be with each other. They just can't do it because of everything, and it's so just a fucked up situation. And Olivia, after she comes to her senses after a few seconds, she breaks away, and she was just like, I don't have to do anything that you tell me to do. I am not yours. I was like, well, damn. You really, I guess it ain't. You guys, can you imagine? After this happens, of course, the show takes off. Olivia is dead set for getting this thing out in the public because, like I said, you can't just go tell her that she ain't gonna do something no more. Full steam ahead. They go into the press with this Thorngate. They trying to get everything lined up with the press. On the White House side, Fitz and Cyrus are also trying to stop them from doing anything with that Thorngate because, like, you know, he told her this is top secret stuff. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. So he is just like, you know what? Put a junction on the damn station. Tell them we're gonna sue them, and everybody gonna be committing treason if they go through with this. So they stop it. So they sort of shut the shit down for a minute because the press is just like, oh no, you guys ain't even got this thing working together yet, and we can't be going public with this if we gonna be all getting arrested and everything. So yeah, it kind of shuts everything down. Now the wife. Now you guys, the wife is a difficult study, ain't she? Now I know all last season the bitch was just crazy, and you know, she was one mind all about her career, her husband's career, them being the president and the first lady. And, you know, her main goal was to be the first lady and, you know, to support him in getting him there. I believe this season they're trying to humanize her a little bit more because now it's kind of like, you know, she does love her husband, but, you know, she's also got all this other kind of jacked up parts of her in her head. Like I said, after last week when she told him that, you know, she loved him and that he needed to forgive her, and he told her that he forgave her, and you know, like I said earlier in this episode, they're sitting around and folding baby clothes and talking and laughing about nothing. You get the impression that things are going to be getting better between the two of them. However, after the run-in with Olivia in the damn woods, the president is over it again. He ain't got time for the first lady and all her shenanigans. Clearly, that ticking time bomb has been diffused, and he's back to like business as usual. First lady comes up in there, you know, she's all in their same little post-coital giggly googly, you know, how she was earlier. And the president is just looking at her like, bitch, get the fuck out of my office. She's just like, well, damn, what happened? I mean, we was just folding baby clothes just a few minutes ago. She goes and hunts out his Secret Service men, his closest ones, the bodyguards that's always with him, and was just like, what happened with my husband? Why is he tripping all of a sudden? She gets the information out of them that Olivia was in the woods. So, baby girl ain't really happy about that. So first lady goes and finds the president, and she's like, listen here, stupid ass. And you is a stupid ass, lovesick, one-term dummy who can't concentrate on nothing else than his fucking mistress across town. I tell you one thing, I bet you I'll throw my ass down them stairs, get rid of this baby, and make sure that everybody in the United States knows that they should feel sorry for me, and the fact that I had to pull up with the bullshit of you in this goddamn office. I bet you I will make it without your ass. So you just keep on going on with this. I got my own political aspirations, and I don't need you and all your stupid retarded ass drama that you got with this bitch across the town. Okay, so you need to get over her. Get over her. Get over her. And I was like, oh damn. That shit was said with such force, you guys. He shut the fuck up, okay? Because he was trying to argue back with her, but she was just like, oh, no. You gonna listen to what the hell I say. As a matter of fact, you go next to the bitch one more time and see if I don't blow your ass away. And you know I'm a good shot, okay? Because I know you remember I used to go hunting with your ass as well. As a matter of fact, she know what the hell go down in the woods. That's why she's so mad. Once Huck gets the little chip thingamajiggy working, and they get the press back up in there, because they still do want to go public, but the press is just like, we can't go public if you guys don't have it working. Once Huck gets the thing working, Olivia gets them up in there and gives them a little demonstration. They show actually one of the press people's wife at home getting a baby together, and you know, he's just like, shut it off, you know. So she's just making sure that they realize that they are not fucking around. The government is definitely has the capability to look in on every single person within the United States. The guy is just like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this. So it's green lighted. They are gonna go public with this. Now, Huck is with Arty at the safe house. Once Arty knows that Huck got that chip working, he kind of puts up a little decoy, sets something on fire on the stove, and when Huck goes try to put it out, he takes the little chip, goes in the bathroom, basically, you guys, and sneaks away. We have been had. Arty used Huck to get that little encryption thing taken care of, and once he got past that firewall, Arty took the shit and got the hell on up out. I was like, uh-oh, Huck. Now, y'all know don't nobody pull one over on Huck. And it's really just a mess now because they don't have the proof of anything anymore. And the lady who worked for the NSA, she was just basically like, listen, y'all got a day to figure out where the hell Arty is. And if you don't, we're going to arrest everybody. Everybody going to jail. Everybody seems so damn doubtful of Huck. But I knew Huck was going to find it because Huck was really, really just, he could not believe that guy slipped away from him like that. Sure enough, Hook finds Arty, creeps up on him, you know, real stealth-like, and was just kind of looking at him like, hey, Arty. Arty is just like, oh, shit. I'm just like, Arty, you ain't even knowing. Hook was just like, you touch my stuff. I told you don't touch my stuff. Homeboy was just sort of like, well, I was just, you know, he was trying to pussyfoot around it and got nervous because that look that Hook had on his face was looking like, God damn it. Hook fixing to drink up all the damn whiskey. He gonna be at that damn Alcoholics Anonymous thing like, I had me a whiskey binge. I couldn't do nothing but drink whiskey all day and night. You done fucked up, Arty. We don't know what he done did to Arty, but he does find Olivia, and he's just like, I took care of it. And Olivia's just like, oh, Lord, Hook, you know, have I got you started back on this whole killing and torturing spree? And he's just like, no, he didn't suffer too much. Don't really know what that means. I have a feeling that he did suffer a little bit more than we'd like to think. He's just like, I'm fine, I'm straight. So I don't know what that meant with Thorngate. If you know, I guess it's gonna continue on next week because I don't know what that meant. He got the chip and what, we still fixing to go public or what? Now, I just want to talk real fast about the loose cannon, Miss Redhead, Abby. Okay, Abby is going to be a big problem for Olivia Pope and her agency because Abby has never been, out of everybody else that works for Olivia Pope, Abby is the one who has the least amount of blind loyalty. Olivia has saved everybody from a situation that they've all been in. I think Abby's story was that she was being beaten. So I think Olivia and went down there and they basically beat up the guy pretty bad and, you know, got her out of it. So Olivia's helped everybody, but for some reason, Abby just, you know, she just doesn't go by what Olivia says. She has to challenge everything. So if you remember David, the prosecutor, he's trying to figure out what's going on with all this stuff with Olivia and Quinn and the judge and the cover-up, the bombings and all of this. Okay, so he's trying to figure it out. His assistant comes to his house and, you know, she's just like, you need to come on back to work. I don't even really think that's much of his choice, right? Didn't he get put on a mandatory vacation? She comes in there and immediately she looks at the wall and she's just like, oh no, David, not all beautiful mind. I was like, that's exactly what I said last week. Didn't I tell y'all? And you see how the clippings are getting further and further on the wall, right? So he's working on this case for sure. But I don't think David is going to go down the road that I thought he was going to go down. I don't think that he is going to go crazy, especially now that he's got the girl there to kind of bounce the ideas off of. But I don't think that he's really in it to try to tear down Olivia or everything. I think he really wants to know what this big cover-up is. What do you guys think? Do you think that he still has it in for Olivia, or is it the bigger picture? Now, the best part of the entire show is when Quinn, Abby, and Harrison are sitting at the bar just having a drink. Abby is being her regular negative self, and Quinn can't take it no more. So, you know, Quinn is just like, listen, my name is fucking Quinn, not Lindsay. I'm here to stay. I'm not going nowhere. You might as well get used to it. You know, she just goes off on her. And Columbus Short's character just looking over there smirking because he's probably just like, finally, waiting for somebody to put Abby in her damn place. She always got something to say. And Quinn, you know, finishes what she has to say and she storms off. Harrison just stands up and is just like, I'm Quinn, bitch. Abby, she had to kind of smirk herself because she's so used to giving it, but she ain't really used to taking it. So that was like the funniest part of the show. But here's the little snafu. Okay, so after everybody walks away, here comes David, the prosecutor, and he offers to buy her a drink. Make a long story short, they end up in bed together. And this is where I'm saying that Abby is going to be the downfall for the Pope agency, because Abby will now have a relationship with David. I don't know if it's going to be sexual or anything further, but the fact that they will have a relationship, she's going to become like his eyes behind the Pope agency walls. You know, she is going to probably be telling him what's going on, especially with the fact that she doesn't always think that Olivia is correct. And she doesn't always like to go by Olivia's gut, like, you know, we all know that Olivia likes to operate with. She is definitely going to be a problem for the agency and everybody in it. All right, you guys, so that's it. I got to, it's Sunday, like I said, and I'm about to wash my hair. You guys see how these bangs keep on just separating like this? This is a sure sign of your shit being dirty when it don't never want to blend in with nothing. It's just greasy and wrong. I'm about to go wash my hair and clean up around my house. But like I said, I apologize if this video is late, but yeah, it's just been one of them kind of weeks. And hey, better late than never, right? You guys remember, rate, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'm itsrox, and my channel is itsrox, and everything else I do will be in the bottom bar below, okay? All right, so I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I plan on doing the same. Until next time, Rockstars. Bye.